Subscribe to Illuminate Peak for a transformative journey towards self-discovery, growth, and unlocking your highest potential. In a world consumed by the pursuit of material wealth, there lived a man named Maverick Newman. Unsatisfied with the superficial trappings of success, Maverick embarked on a profound journey to uncover the true essence of abundance. Inspired by the teachings of the renowned sage Osho, he ventured into uncharted territories of money-making and real richness. What he discovered would not only transform his own life, but inspire a movement of conscious abundance that would ripple through generations. This is the captivating tale of Maverick Newman's quest to redefine wealth and unlock the secrets of a truly abundant existence. Chapter 1: The Call of Maverick Newman. Maverick Newman, a young man with a burning desire for success and wealth, grew up in a small town where dreams were often confined to the boundaries of familiarity. However, Maverick was different. He possessed an unwavering determination and an unyielding belief in his own potential. While scrolling through social media one day, Maverick stumbled upon a quote that would change the course of his life: "True wealth is not measured by material possessions, but by the richness of one's soul." These profound words, attributed to the renowned spiritual master, Osho, resonated deep within Maverick's being. Intrigued by the teachings of Osho, Maverick felt a stirring within him, a calling to explore the depths of his own desires and understand the true nature of wealth. It was as if a dormant part of his being had been awakened, urging him to seek a higher purpose beyond the confines of his small town. Driven by this newfound curiosity, Maverick delved into books, articles, and videos that delved into the deeper meaning of wealth and the path to true abundance. He devoured Osho's teachings, absorbing every word and allowing them to seep into the core of his being. As Maverick read, he began to question the conventional notions of success and wealth that society had instilled within him. He realized that his pursuit of material riches had been superficial and empty, lacking a deeper understanding of what true wealth truly meant. The quote he had stumbled upon ignited a fire within him, a longing to embark on a journey of self-discovery and uncover the secrets of conscious abundance. Maverick yearned to explore a path that went beyond the accumulation of money and possessions, and instead led to a richness of the soul. With this newfound awareness, Maverick knew that he was standing at a crossroads. He had a choice: to continue down the well-trodden path of conventional success or to forge a new path, one that aligned with his inner calling and the teachings of Osho. As he closed his laptop and gazed out the window, Maverick felt a sense of purpose wash over him. He made a silent vow to himself, a vow to follow the call of his soul, to explore the depths of conscious abundance, and to discover a richness that surpassed material possessions. Little did Maverick know that his journey had just begun, and that the path ahead would be filled with challenges, revelations, and transformative experiences. With Osho's teachings as his guiding light, Maverick prepared to embark on an extraordinary adventure, one that would not only reshape his understanding of wealth, but also his perception of himself and the world around him. And so, with his heart brimming with hope and determination, Maverick Newman set forth on a path that would lead him to a new paradigm of wealth, one that would not only enrich his life, but also inspire countless others to seek a richness that transcended the boundaries of the material realm. Chapter 2: Unveiling Illusions. As Maverick delved deeper into Osho's teachings, a veil of illusion began to lift, revealing the underlying falsehoods that had governed his understanding of wealth. He realized that society's definition of success and riches was often based on external measures, perpetuating a cycle of insatiable desire and discontentment. Osho's teachings challenged Maverick to question the illusions that had shaped his beliefs. He learned that true abundance was not confined to the accumulation of material possessions or the size of one's bank account. It was a state of being, a deep inner sense of fulfillment, contentment, and connection to the essence of life itself. Maverick realized that the pursuit of wealth had become a distraction, a never-ending race that kept individuals trapped in a cycle of unfulfilled desires. He saw how this relentless pursuit often led to a sense of emptiness and a disconnection from one's authentic self. With newfound clarity, Maverick understood that true wealth encompassed multiple dimensions of life. It included nurturing meaningful relationships, cultivating personal growth, finding purpose in one's endeavors, and contributing to the well-being of others. It went beyond the confines of monetary measures, embracing a holistic approach that honored the richness of the human experience. As he let go of the illusions that had clouded his vision, Maverick began to redefine his understanding of success and wealth. He realized that true abundance was not an external goal to be attained but an inner state of being that could be cultivated in every aspect of life. In embracing this new perspective, Maverick felt a profound sense of liberation. He no longer felt bound by societal expectations or the need to chase after empty symbols of wealth. Instead, he embarked on a journey of self-discovery and exploration, seeking to align his actions and aspirations with his newfound understanding of conscious abundance. Maverick started to question the choices he had made in the past, reflecting on the motivations behind his pursuit of wealth. He realized that his focus had been primarily on external validation and the accumulation of possessions, neglecting the deeper aspects of his being. With this revelation, Maverick vowed to shift his focus inward, seeking to cultivate a sense of inner richness and alignment. He understood that the journey towards true wealth required a deep exploration of his values, passions, and purpose. It called for a conscious examination of his beliefs around money, success, and happiness. As he embraced this new paradigm, Maverick felt a renewed sense of purpose and direction. He no longer chased after empty promises of wealth, but rather, he set his sights on creating a life that reflected his authentic desires and values. He realized that true abundance was not an external goal but a way of being, a conscious choice to live in alignment with his inner truth. With a newfound clarity and determination, Maverick embarked on a journey of self-discovery and conscious wealth creation. He knew that the path ahead would be challenging, but he was fueled by a deep sense of purpose and the unwavering belief that true richness was within his reach. And so, Maverick continued his journey, armed with the wisdom of Osho's teachings and a profound understanding that wealth was not merely a measure of possessions, but a reflection of the richness of one's soul. As he embraced this truth, he prepared to navigate the twists and turns that lay ahead, uncovering the true nature of abundance and stepping into a new way of being in the world. Chapter 3: Beyond the Rat Race. Maverick Newman found himself caught in the relentless hustle and bustle of what society deemed the rat race. The constant pursuit of material wealth and societal validation had left him feeling depleted and disconnected from his true essence. Osho's teachings offered Maverick a fresh perspective, revealing the pitfalls of the rat race and the possibility of transcending its grip. He realized that the pursuit of external success often came at the cost of one's well-being, relationships, and inner fulfillment. As Maverick delved deeper into Osho's wisdom, he began to understand that true abundance was not about chasing after the next promotion or accumulating more possessions. It was about reclaiming his time, finding balance, and living in alignment with his values and passions. With this newfound clarity, Maverick made a conscious decision to break free from the constraints of the rat race. He understood that the true measure of wealth lay in the freedom to live life on his own terms, to prioritize his well-being, nurture meaningful relationships, and pursue endeavors that brought him joy and fulfillment. Maverick embarked on a journey of self-reflection, identifying the areas of his life that had been dominated by the rat race mentality. He recognized the patterns of overwork, stress, and constant striving for external validation. With each realization, he took deliberate steps to reclaim his power and shift his focus to a more sustainable and fulfilling way of living. One by one, Maverick began to dismantle the illusions that had kept him trapped in the rat race. He questioned the societal norms and expectations that had governed his choices, shedding light on the ingrained beliefs that success was solely defined by external markers. With newfound clarity, Maverick started to redefine success for himself. He understood that true wealth encompassed not only financial stability but also emotional well-being, vibrant health, and a deep sense of purpose. He recognized that success was a multifaceted concept that extended beyond the confines of a 9-to-5 job. Maverick began to prioritize self-care, setting boundaries around his time and energy. He explored practices such as meditation and mindfulness, which helped him cultivate inner peace and presence in the midst of life's demands. He sought out activities and hobbies that brought him joy and rejuvenation, recognizing the importance of balance and self-nurturing. In his quest to transcend the rat race, Maverick also focused on nurturing meaningful relationships. He understood that true wealth lay in the connections he forged with others, in the shared experiences and genuine connections that enriched his life. He made time for loved ones, deepening the bonds that brought him joy and support. As Maverick embraced this new way of living, he felt a sense of liberation and empowerment. He no longer felt enslaved to the demands of society's rat race, but rather, he charted his own course based on his inner compass and values. He found solace in the realization that true wealth was not a destination to be reached, but a way of being, a conscious choice to live a life of purpose, joy, and balance. And so, Maverick ventured forth, stepping beyond the confines of the rat race and embracing a path of conscious abundance. With each stride, he reclaimed his power, redefined success on his terms, and discovered the true riches that resided within his own being. Chapter 4: The Currency of Consciousness. Maverick Newman, now free from the confines of the rat race, found himself on a profound journey of self-discovery. As he explored Osho's teachings further, he came to understand that true wealth was not limited to monetary riches, but encompassed the currency of consciousness. Osho taught Maverick that consciousness was the most valuable asset one could possess. It was the awareness of one's thoughts, emotions, and actions, the ability to live fully in the present moment. This currency of consciousness had the power to transform every aspect of Maverick's life, including his relationship with money. With this realization, Maverick began to explore his own relationship with money. He recognized that his previous approach had been driven by a mindset of scarcity and lack. He had viewed money as a means to an end, a tool for acquiring material possessions and external validation. However, Osho's teachings challenged Maverick to shift his perspective. He understood that money, in its essence, was neutral. It carried no inherent value or power. It was the consciousness with which it was approached and utilized that determined its impact on one's life. Maverick began to embrace a new understanding of money, a perspective rooted in abundance and conscious awareness. He saw money as a form of energy that could be used to create positive change, both in his own life and in the world around him. As Maverick delved deeper into the concept of conscious wealth, he recognized the importance of aligning his financial decisions with his values and purpose. He sought to use money as a tool for personal growth, community upliftment, and the betterment of society. He explored conscious spending, making choices that aligned with his values and supported ethical practices. He sought out businesses and organizations that were committed to environmental sustainability, social responsibility, and fair trade. Maverick also embraced the concept of conscious investing. He recognized that his financial resources had the potential to make a significant impact when channeled into ventures that aligned with his values. He sought out opportunities to invest in businesses and projects that fostered positive change, not only in terms of financial returns, but also in terms of social and environmental impact. Moreover, Maverick understood the importance of giving back and practicing conscious philanthropy. He realized that true wealth was not just about what he accumulated, but also about what he contributed to the well-being of others. He sought out opportunities to support causes that resonated with his heart, using his resources to create a positive ripple effect in the world. As Maverick embraced the currency of consciousness, he experienced a profound shift in his relationship with money. He no longer saw it as a source of stress, competition, or attachment. Instead, he approached it with gratitude, integrity, and a sense of stewardship. Maverick recognized that true wealth was not limited to the external trappings of success, but resided within the depths of his own being. It was the richness of his soul, the depth of his connections, and the impact he made on the lives of others that truly defined his wealth. With each conscious choice, Maverick felt a deep sense of fulfillment and alignment. He understood that the currency of consciousness extended far beyond the realm of money. It permeated every aspect of his life, guiding his thoughts, words, and actions. And so, Maverick continued on his journey, embracing the currency of consciousness as his guiding principle. With each step, he discovered that true wealth was not measured by the numbers in his bank account but by the depth of his awareness, the richness of his relationships, and the positive impact he made in the world. Chapter 5: The Art of Money-Making. Maverick Newman, now armed with the wisdom of conscious wealth, embarked on a new chapter of his journey, the exploration of the art of money-making. Inspired by Osho's teachings, he sought to cultivate a mindset and approach that would allow him to create abundance in alignment with his values and purpose. Maverick understood that the art of money-making went beyond the mere accumulation of wealth. It involved a conscious and creative approach to generating financial abundance while honoring his inner truth. He recognized that true success was not measured solely by monetary gains, but also by the fulfillment and joy derived from his endeavors. With this understanding, Maverick set out to cultivate the mindset of an abundant creator. He embraced the belief that there were limitless opportunities available to him, and he had the power to manifest his desires through his thoughts, intentions, and actions. He started by exploring his passions and talents, seeking to align his money-making endeavors with his authentic self. He recognized that when he pursued activities that resonated with his soul, he not only found greater joy and satisfaction but also attracted greater abundance into his life. Maverick also learned the importance of taking inspired action. He understood that while visualization and positive affirmations were powerful tools, they needed to be complemented by deliberate steps towards his goals. He began to set clear intentions, create actionable plans, and take consistent, focused action towards his desired outcomes. Additionally, Maverick recognized the significance of building valuable relationships and networks. He understood that collaboration and connection were key components of successful money-making. He sought out mentors, like-minded individuals, and potential business partners who shared his values and vision. By fostering meaningful connections, he opened himself up to new opportunities and expanded his sphere of influence. As Maverick engaged in the art of money-making, he also cultivated a mindset of abundance and gratitude. He understood the importance of celebrating even the smallest victories and maintaining a positive outlook, even in the face of challenges. He practiced gratitude daily, acknowledging the abundance already present in his life and the opportunities that lay ahead. Furthermore, Maverick embraced the notion of giving and receiving in balance. He recognized that the flow of abundance was not a one-way street but a dynamic exchange. He sought to create value for others through his endeavors, knowing that by serving and contributing, he would attract greater abundance back into his own life. Maverick also understood that true wealth was not solely about personal gain but about making a positive impact on the world. He sought to infuse his money-making pursuits with a sense of purpose and social responsibility. He explored ways to give back to his community, support charitable causes, and create businesses that contributed to the greater good. Through the art of money-making, Maverick not only experienced financial abundance but also a deep sense of fulfillment and alignment with his purpose. He recognized that when money-making was approached consciously and creatively, it became a vehicle for personal growth, contribution, and the manifestation of his highest potential. And so, Maverick continued to refine his skills in the art of money-making, always guided by his values, intuition, and the wisdom he had gained from Osho's teachings. He embraced the journey with enthusiasm, knowing that his true wealth was not solely measured by the amount of money in his bank account but by the richness of his experiences, the impact he made, and the fulfillment he found in creating a life of purpose and abundance. Chapter 6: The Dance of Giving and Receiving. Maverick Newman, now immersed in the art of money-making, discovered a vital truth: the dance of giving and receiving. Inspired by Osho's teachings, he understood that true abundance was not just about accumulating wealth, but also about embracing the flow of energy between giving and receiving. Maverick recognized that the universe operated on a principle of balance and harmony. Just as a river needed both an inflow and an outflow to thrive, so too did abundance require a reciprocal exchange of giving and receiving. He began by cultivating a generous spirit, embracing the joy of giving. He understood that giving was not limited to financial resources, but encompassed a wide range of acts, such as sharing knowledge, offering support, and extending kindness to others. Maverick found that as he gave freely from his heart, he experienced a deep sense of fulfillment and connection with others. Moreover, Maverick learned to receive with grace and gratitude. He understood that receiving was not a sign of weakness or dependency but a vital part of the cycle of abundance. He allowed himself to receive the blessings, opportunities, and support that came his way, knowing that by doing so, he allowed others the joy of giving. Maverick also recognized that the dance of giving and receiving extended beyond personal interactions. He understood that money, too, was a form of energy that needed to flow. He cultivated a mindset of abundance and openness, allowing money to circulate freely in his life. He embraced opportunities to receive financial abundance, while also being mindful of using his resources to contribute and make a positive impact. As Maverick engaged in the dance of giving and receiving, he discovered a profound shift in his relationship with abundance. He realized that true wealth was not solely measured by what he possessed but by his ability to flow with the rhythms of life, to give when inspired and to receive with gratitude. Through this dance, Maverick also experienced the power of synchronicity. As he embraced the interconnectedness of all things, he noticed how the universe conspired to support his journey. Opportunities seemed to appear at just the right time, and he encountered people who aligned with his vision and purpose. In the dance of giving and receiving, Maverick found that his actions held the power to create a ripple effect of abundance. When he gave freely and unconditionally, he witnessed the transformative impact it had on others, inspiring them to also give and contribute. Maverick understood that the dance of giving and receiving was not a one-time occurrence, but a lifelong practice. He committed to nurturing this balance in all aspects of his life, relationships, business endeavors, and personal growth. As Maverick embraced the dance of giving and receiving, his life became a testament to the power of conscious abundance. He realized that the more he gave, the more he received, and the more he received, the more he had to give. This dance became a harmonious and joyful expression of his connection to the web of life. And so, Maverick continued to engage in this sacred dance, always aware of the interconnectedness of all things. He found solace and fulfillment in the exchange of energy, knowing that through his giving and receiving, he was an active participant in the abundant flow of life. Chapter 7: Embracing Abundance in All Forms. Maverick Newman, now well-versed in the dance of giving and receiving, embarked on a new chapter of his journey, embracing abundance in all its forms. Inspired by Osho's teachings, he sought to expand his understanding of wealth beyond monetary measures and discover the richness that permeated every aspect of his life. Maverick understood that true abundance encompassed more than just financial prosperity. It extended to all areas of his existence: health, relationships, creativity, joy, and spiritual fulfillment. He realized that by embracing abundance in its entirety, he could live a more vibrant, fulfilling, and purposeful life. He began by cultivating an abundance mindset, a state of consciousness that recognized the infinite possibilities and blessings that surrounded him. Maverick shifted his focus from scarcity and lack to gratitude and appreciation. He trained his mind to see the abundance already present in his life, acknowledging the small miracles and blessings that unfolded each day. Maverick also recognized the importance of self-worth in embracing abundance. He understood that his beliefs about his own deservingness and value influenced the level of abundance he allowed into his life. He embarked on a journey of self-love and self-acceptance, letting go of limiting beliefs and embracing his inherent worthiness to receive and experience abundance in all its forms. As Maverick embraced abundance, he nurtured his physical and emotional well-being. He prioritized self-care, adopting practices that nourished his body, mind, and spirit. He engaged in activities that brought him joy, practiced mindfulness, and surrounded himself with positive and supportive relationships. By taking care of himself, he found that his energy and vitality expanded, allowing him to fully participate in the abundance of life. Moreover, Maverick recognized the power of gratitude and celebration in attracting more abundance. He made it a daily practice to express gratitude for the abundance he already had, as well as for the abundance yet to come. He celebrated his achievements, no matter how small, acknowledging his progress and the growth he had experienced along his journey. In embracing abundance, Maverick also explored the realm of creativity. He recognized that creativity was a wellspring of abundance, allowing him to tap into his unique gifts and talents. He engaged in creative pursuits that brought him joy, whether it was writing, painting, or playing music. He allowed his creative energy to flow, knowing that in doing so, he would attract even greater abundance into his life. Furthermore, Maverick deepened his connection to the spiritual realm, understanding that true abundance transcended the material world. He delved into spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and introspection, seeking to align himself with the universal flow of abundance. He found solace in the knowledge that he was supported by a higher power and that his abundance was part of a larger cosmic plan. As Maverick embraced abundance in all its forms, he discovered a profound shift in his experience of life. He realized that true wealth was not measured solely by external possessions, but by the richness of his inner world, the depth of his relationships, the joy in his heart, and the alignment with his purpose. With each step, Maverick embodied the essence of abundance, radiating a magnetism that attracted greater blessings and opportunities into his life. He became a beacon of inspiration for others, showing them that abundance was not a distant dream but an inherent birthright available to all. And so, Maverick continued to embrace abundance in all its forms, knowing that the journey of abundance was a lifelong exploration. He surrendered to the flow of life, trusting that as he opened himself to receive and embraced the fullness of his existence, he would experience a level of richness and fulfillment that surpassed his wildest dreams. Chapter 8: Aligning with the Flow of Life. Maverick Newman, now deeply immersed in the abundance of his journey, recognized the importance of aligning with the flow of life. Inspired by Osho's teachings, he understood that true richness lay in surrendering to the natural rhythms and cycles that governed the universe. Maverick realized that resistance and attachment to specific outcomes created obstacles on his path to abundance. He learned to trust the unfolding of life, embracing the ebb and flow of experiences with a sense of surrender and acceptance. Instead of trying to control every aspect of his journey, he allowed himself to be guided by the currents of life, knowing that they would lead him to his highest good. He began by practicing presence and mindfulness, bringing his attention to the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, Maverick released the burdens of the past and worries about the future. He discovered that true abundance was found in the present moment, where he could fully engage with life's richness and seize the opportunities that arose. Maverick also cultivated a deep sense of trust in the universe. He understood that life was a co-creative dance between his desires and the divine intelligence that governed all existence. He surrendered his need for control, allowing the universe to guide him towards the highest expression of abundance. He embraced the belief that everything was unfolding as it should and that even perceived setbacks were often blessings in disguise. Moreover, Maverick recognized the power of intuition in aligning with the flow of life. He cultivated a deep connection with his inner wisdom, listening to the subtle whispers of his soul. He trusted the guidance that arose from within, knowing that it would lead him towards the experiences and opportunities aligned with his highest good. Through meditation, introspection, and stillness, he nurtured this intuitive connection, allowing it to be his compass on the path of abundance. As Maverick aligned with the flow of life, he also let go of attachment to specific outcomes. He understood that clinging to rigid expectations limited his ability to fully embrace the abundance that life had in store for him. He released the need for things to happen exactly as he had envisioned and instead opened himself up to the infinite possibilities that awaited him. In doing so, he discovered that the universe often exceeded his wildest dreams, bringing forth experiences and blessings beyond his imagination. Furthermore, Maverick embraced the concept of detachment, a state of non-attachment to material possessions and external circumstances. He understood that true abundance was not tied to external factors, but was a state of being that resided within. He learned to appreciate and enjoy the material abundance in his life without becoming dependent on it for his sense of well-being. This liberated him from the constant pursuit of more and allowed him to experience the richness of the present moment. In aligning with the flow of life, Maverick found a sense of ease and grace that permeated his existence. He realized that when he surrendered to the currents of life, he was carried effortlessly towards his highest potential. He let go of resistance and embraced the lessons, growth, and transformation that unfolded on his path. As Maverick aligned with the flow of life, he became a vessel for abundance. Opportunities effortlessly presented themselves, synchronicities occurred with greater frequency, and he attracted people and circumstances that supported his journey. The more he surrendered, the more he witnessed the magical unfolding of his life, as if the universe conspired to fulfill his deepest desires. And so, Maverick continued to align with the flow of life, knowing that his journey of abundance was intricately intertwined with the larger tapestry of existence. He released the need for control, embraced the power of the present moment, and trusted in the wisdom of the universe. In doing so, he found himself riding the currents of life with joy, purpose, and an unwavering connection to the abundance that resided within and around him. Chapter 9: A Legacy of Conscious Abundance. Maverick Newman, now deeply anchored in the flow of abundance, felt a calling to create a legacy of conscious abundance. Inspired by Osho's teachings, he understood that true richness was not solely for personal gain but could be shared to uplift others and leave a lasting impact on the world. Maverick recognized that his journey of abundance had equipped him with valuable wisdom and resources. He saw the importance of empowering others to awaken to their own potential and embrace a life of conscious abundance. He embarked on a mission to create a ripple effect of positive change, starting with those around him. He began by sharing his knowledge and experiences with others, offering guidance and support to those seeking their own paths of abundance. He held workshops, wrote books, and spoke at conferences, spreading the message of conscious wealth and inspiring individuals to transform their relationship with money and embrace a more abundant life. Maverick also understood the power of collaboration and community in manifesting collective abundance. He sought out like-minded individuals and formed partnerships based on shared values and visions. Together, they co-created projects and initiatives that aimed to uplift communities, foster sustainable growth, and cultivate conscious entrepreneurship. Moreover, Maverick recognized the importance of giving back as an integral part of conscious abundance. He established foundations and charitable organizations dedicated to supporting causes close to his heart, such as education, environmental conservation, and social justice. He directed his resources towards projects that made a positive impact, ensuring that the flow of abundance extended far beyond his personal sphere. In his pursuit of a legacy of conscious abundance, Maverick also focused on nurturing future generations. He realized that the greatest gift he could offer was to empower young minds with the tools and mindset needed to create their own paths of abundance. He supported educational initiatives, mentorship programs, and scholarships, ensuring that the seeds of conscious wealth were sown in the hearts and minds of the next generation. Maverick's legacy of conscious abundance extended beyond material wealth. He emphasized the importance of emotional well-being, inner fulfillment, and spiritual growth as essential components of a truly abundant life. He encouraged individuals to connect with their true selves, cultivate self-love, and embrace a holistic approach to abundance that encompassed all aspects of their being. As Maverick nurtured his legacy of conscious abundance, he witnessed the transformative power of his efforts. Lives were touched, perspectives shifted, and communities thrived. He realized that true wealth was not measured solely by the accumulation of possessions, but by the positive impact one made on the lives of others. Through his legacy, Maverick inspired a new generation of conscious wealth seekers, individuals who recognized the interconnectedness of all things and sought to create abundance that was in harmony with the well-being of the planet and its inhabitants. His teachings and actions became a beacon of hope and possibility for those yearning to create a more abundant and sustainable world. And so, Maverick Newman continued to build his legacy of conscious abundance, knowing that the impact he made would transcend his own lifetime. He embraced the responsibility and privilege of being a steward of abundance, using his resources, influence, and wisdom to leave a lasting imprint of positive change. In doing so, he ignited a flame of conscious wealth that would burn brightly for generations to come. Epilogue: A life transformed. Maverick Newman's journey of embracing Osho's teachings about money-making and getting real rich had led him on a transformative path of self-discovery and conscious abundance. As he reflected on his remarkable journey, he marveled at the profound changes that had taken place within him. Gone were the days of a narrow, limited perspective on wealth. Maverick now saw money as a tool for personal and societal growth, a means to express his creativity, and a vehicle for positive change. He had transcended the illusions that once bound him, expanding his understanding of true richness to encompass the realms of relationships, health, spirituality, and joy. The transformation in Maverick's life was evident in his newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment. He had discovered that the pursuit of abundance was not a selfish endeavor but a profound act of self-expression and contribution to the world. By aligning with the flow of life, embracing the dance of giving and receiving, and nurturing an abundance mindset, Maverick had unlocked a deep wellspring of joy and fulfillment that radiated from within. His relationships had blossomed as he cultivated deeper connections, grounded in authenticity and love. Maverick's family and friends marveled at the positive shift they witnessed in him, as his presence and generosity uplifted those around him. He had become a source of inspiration, encouraging others to question their own beliefs about wealth and redefine their relationship with abundance. Maverick's impact extended far beyond his immediate circle. Through his legacy of conscious abundance, he had touched the lives of countless individuals, communities, and causes. His contributions to education, sustainability, and social justice had created a ripple effect of positive change, leaving a lasting imprint on the world. But perhaps the most profound transformation had taken place within Maverick himself. He had shed the shackles of scarcity and fear, embracing a life of abundance in all its forms. The currency of consciousness had become his guiding principle, enabling him to navigate the complexities of life with grace, resilience, and a deep trust in the universe. As Maverick looked back on his journey, he felt a profound sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the teachings of Osho that had ignited his quest for true wealth. Gratitude for the challenges that had shaped him and the lessons that had propelled him forward. Gratitude for the abundance that flowed through his life, both seen and unseen. With his heart overflowing with gratitude, Maverick looked ahead to the continued evolution of his journey. He knew that the path of conscious abundance was not a destination but a lifelong exploration. He eagerly anticipated the new lessons, growth, and expansion that awaited him. And so, Maverick Newman's story serves as a reminder to all that true richness lies not solely in the accumulation of material wealth, but in the cultivation of a conscious, purposeful, and abundant life. It is a testament to the transformative power of aligning with one's true essence, embracing the dance of giving and receiving, and leaving a legacy of conscious abundance for the betterment of humanity and the world. As the pages of Maverick's story turn, may it inspire others to embark on their own journeys of conscious wealth, unlocking the infinite potential that resides within each of us. For it is in this collective awakening that a world of abundant possibilities awaits.